Downward funnels are created, causing wind speeds of up to 300 miles per hour. In May 2013, Moore in Oklahoma was hit by one of the most destructive and violent tornadoes in U.S. history.
I've never been so frightened in my whole life.
Schoolteacher Robin Dieksik was at Briarwood Elementary with her class on that fateful day.
The day before, there were some pretty bad storms in the area. I think that the community was a little bit on heightened awareness because of that. And so when Monday rolled around, as I was getting ready for work, I had the news on like I always do, and I halfway heard the weatherman say to be weather aware that day, that some more storms were moving into the area.
What Robin didn't know was that a mass of air southwest of the city was forming into a tornado.
So I was standing up teaching in front of my class when our principal announced that we were going to go into our tornado safety precautions. And I said, guys, you have nothing to worry about. I'm their mom when they're not with their mom.
As the storm approaches her school, Robin prepares her students for the worst.
And I said, listen, if it gets serious, you better have your head tucked, protect your head with the back of your hands. We were in that position for a little while when one of our teachers yelled, get in the bathrooms. It had gone from precautionary to it's going to go overhead.
Sit down right here!
The approaching tornado is caught on camera 2 streets away by Charles Gafford, who takes refuge in a storm shelter.
You just kind of watch this cloud start from here, and then eventually it's that big, and then that big, and then the next thing you know, there's 2x4s falling 20 feet away from you.
The tornado is a force 5 on the Fujita scale, the highest measurable intensity, causing winds of over 200 miles per hour.
The roar is something that grows very gradually, but it becomes so intimidating when it's close to you, it's overbearing.
It's okay.
Robin and her students are inside the school bathroom when the tornado passes over.
It was a very surreal, random, large pelting.
Oh my God, I hate this! I know, it's okay, honey. Oh, God. It's okay.
And it just kept amping up and amping up and amping up.
Oh my God, I'm almost over, Rachel.
I had maintained control. I had thought probably nothing is going to happen. And at that point, it ripped overhead. I've never been so frightened in my whole life. I totally lost it, and I wasn't the teacher in control at that moment.
Charles is hiding out virtually opposite the school as the tornado hits the area with full force.
The house that I was filming was still standing, but there were some houses that were parallel even on our side of the street that had been completely lifted up. That kind of leads to the school that was directly across the street from us, and that there's not an underground storm shelter for them. It's really just brick walls, and when you have an F5 tornado, those don't stand up against anything.
As Robin and her students shelter in the bathroom, their school is ripped to shreds by the 200-mile-per-hour winds.
It's almost over! It's almost over!
I was listening and I thought I could hear it lessening, and we were still there. There was still a roof over our heads.
You okay? Yeah. She's never experienced this. It's okay. None of us have.
I was very relieved that we were still there, and we shook off what was on us, and we stood up and we went out into the hall. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was a lot to absorb. The library was nothing but a doorway and sky. The debris marks, it was like things had just been swirling in the hallway.
Oh my God! 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 Oh my God!
I was just getting emotional about what had just happened, and I'm kind of trying to catch my breath and trying to absorb what I'm seeing. And I come back out into the hall, and I'm kind of ready to be teacher again.
Look at me! Sit down right here where you are safe and you are dry!
Most of them are hysterical and crying and looking around and trying to absorb what they're seeing. We decided to take the kids outside, and then it was a whole nother area of things to just absorb.
Oh my God, I can't even recognize it.
When we walked out, there was a parking lot that had 65 cars. It was just swept clean. There were weird gusts of warm and cold air. The sky still looked pretty scary. For miles, all you could see, it looked like there was nothing taller than 2 feet. It was just matchsticks. I mean, the fact that no students were killed in our building is just amazing.
Fifth graders, let's all hug. It's okay, we're so lucky. No one is hurt, we are so lucky, it's fine.
Elsewhere, 24 people had been killed, nearly 400 injured, and over 1,000 buildings damaged or destroyed. Among the dead were 7 children from Plaza Towers Elementary, just over a mile away from Robin's own school.
It was these steps of realizing how serious it was, how lucky we were, how close we came to losing life in that building, how easily one of our kids could have been knocked out by a brick or crushed. 402, my classroom. This is the breezeway, the awning is gone. This is our office. We didn't do anything special that school family at Plaza Towers didn't do. It was a monster storm, and if you were not in the right spot right at that moment, there's nothing you could do.